Okay, let's explore this question. You see the question right here. It says if Company A's net income declines from 2015 to 2016 by 8%, and its net income in 2016 was $125,000, calculate A's 2015 net income. All right, so here's what we know. We don't know what 2015's net income is, so we'll represent that unknown by the variable x. We know that 2016 was $125,000. Therefore, the change in the income would have been x minus $125,000, and we know that the percentage change is 8%. Now we calculate a percentage change by taking the change over the base amount, and I've done that here using the variables. But let's solve this one with pencil and paper, step by step. And I've worked this ahead of time. I'll just illustrate how I did it. So rather than putting this on a horizontal format, I'll display it the way I think about it, which is x minus 125,000 divided by x is equal to 8%. And we know that 8% is the same thing as 0.08. Okay? Now, the next thing I would do is multiply both sides of the equation by x. So if I multiply this side of the equation by x and this side of the equation by x, these x's will cancel out. And we're left with x minus 125,000 is equal to 0.08x. All right, what should we do next? Well, now what I would do is divide both sides of the equation by 0.08. When we do that, the 0.08 divided by 0.08 becomes 1. So what we're left with, and then on the left side, you have to take 1x divided by 0.08, so that would get you 12.5x. Just 1 divided by 0.08 is 12.5, and we've got the x now in there, so 12.05x. And then we divide 125,000 by 0.08. That gets you 1,562,500. And that will equal x because 0.08x divided by 0.08 becomes 1x, which is the same thing as x. All right. So next, what would I do? Well, now I would subtract 12.5x from both sides. So now we're left with negative 1,562,500 on the left side and 11.5x on the right side. Why? Because 1x minus 12.5x is negative 11.5x. All right, now at this point we can divide both sides by x. Excuse me, let me restate that. At this point we can divide both sides by negative 11.5. And when I divide both sides by 11.5, this is going to reduce to just negative 1x, and this will be whatever that turns out to be. I use a calculator, and I get negative 135,870 is equal to negative x. Okay, the next step is just turn it to a positive number. So multiply both sides by negative 1, and what we're left with is 135,870. And by the way, I'm rounding this to whole dollars. It doesn't come out to 135,870 exactly. Oh, slid off the screen there. Equals x. Okay? And that's how we solve this one. So we now know that the answer for 2015 income was $135,870. Okay, hope you found that helpful.